Welcome everyone to an incredible exploration of one of the planet's most fascinating creatures. Today, we're diving deep into the world of crabs. These animals are true survivors, found in almost every corner of our globe. You can find them scurrying along the sandy shores of tropical beaches, hiding among the colorful corals of the deep ocean, and even climbing trees in lush rainforests. They are nature's ultimate sidewalkers, and their unique design has allowed them to thrive for millions of years. When you think of an animal that is both tough and resourceful, the crab should definitely come to mind. They are a perfect example of nature's incredible creativity and adaptability. What exactly is a crab? Well, they belong to a huge group of animals called crustaceans, which also includes their cousins like lobsters, shrimp, and barnacles. This means they have a hard outer shell, called an exoskeleton, which acts like a suit of armor. There are thousands of different species of crabs, more than 6,700 kinds that we know of. Each one is specially adapted to its own unique home. From the mighty Japanese spider crab with its massive leg span to the tiny pea crab that lives inside oyster shells, the variety is simply mind-blowing. They show us just how diverse life on Earth can be, with a different model for every environment. The story of crabs is a very old one. These creatures have been walking our planet for an incredibly long time, with fossils dating back to the Jurassic period. That means they were scuttling around when dinosaurs still roamed the Earth. Their ancient design has proven to be a massive success, allowing them to outlive countless other species. Their ability to adapt to different food sources, protect themselves from predators, and find homes in a wide range of habitats is the secret to their long-lasting legacy. They are living pieces of natural history, and by studying them we can learn so much about the past and present of our planet's ecosystems. So get ready to journey with me into their amazing world. We'll explore how they use their incredible bodies to survive, what they like to eat, and how they play a vital role in keeping their environments healthy. From the way they communicate with each other using their claws to the incredible process of shedding their entire shell to grow, crabs are full of surprises. They are much more than just funny-looking creatures that walk sideways. They are essential parts of our world's natural balance. Let's get ready to appreciate these marvelous, armored wonders for the incredible animals they truly are. Let's take a closer look at what makes a crab a crab. It all starts with their most noticeable feature, that hard outer shell. This isn't just a shell, it's a full-body suit of armor called an exoskeleton. This protective covering keeps the crab's soft body safe from hungry predators like octopuses, large fish, and seabirds. It also provides support for their muscles and prevents them from drying out when they are on land. But this armor has one downside: it doesn't grow. We'll talk more about how they solve that problem later on. For now, just imagine trying to get through your day while wearing a suit of armor. That's the life of a crab. Next up are those famous claws, or as scientists call them, chelae. These are not just for show, they are the crab's ultimate multi-tool. A crab uses its claws for almost everything. One claw is often much larger than the other. The bigger, stronger one is called the crusher claw, and it's used for cracking open the shells of snails, clams, and other hard-shelled prey. The smaller, more nimble claw is the pincer or cutter claw, perfect for tearing soft food and bringing it to the crab's mouth. These claws are also used for defense, communication, and even for attracting a mate during courtship rituals. Now let's talk about how crabs see the world. Look closely and you'll notice their eyes are perched on top of movable stalks. This is a fantastic adaptation. It allows them to peek over rocks or out of their sandy burrows to spot food or danger without exposing their entire body. Their eyes are compound eyes made up of hundreds of tiny lenses. This gives them a wide field of vision, making them excellent at detecting movement. So, while they might not see in sharp detail like we do, they are masters at noticing a predator approaching from almost any direction, giving them a crucial head start to scuttle away to safety. And of course, we have to talk about that famous sideways walk. Crabs have 10 legs, arranged in 5 pairs. The front pair are those mighty claws, but the other 4 pairs are for walking. The joints in their legs bend in a way that makes moving sideways much more efficient and faster than moving forward. This scuttling motion helps them navigate tight spaces between rocks and quickly escape into crevices when danger is near. Some crabs, like the ghost crab, are incredibly fast, reaching speeds that would surprise you. Their unique way of moving is just another part of their specialized toolkit for survival. When we talk about crabs, it's amazing to realize just how diverse this group of animals is. They have conquered nearly every habitat imaginable, from the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean to freshwater rivers and even dry land. In the sea, you have giants like the Japanese spider crab. This is the largest crab in the world, with legs that can stretch up to 12 feet across. It lives deep in the waters off the coast of Japan, scavenging for whatever it can find on the ocean floor. Its enormous size makes it a truly awe-inspiring sight and a king of the deep-sea crustaceans. It's a perfect example of how life can adapt to extreme environments. On the complete opposite end of the size spectrum, you find the tiny pea crab. These little guys are often no bigger than a green pea, as their name suggests. They are so small and vulnerable that they have a very clever survival strategy. They live inside the shells of other sea creatures like oysters, mussels, and clams. They are symbiotic creatures, stealing bits of food that the host filters from the water. It's a safe and cozy home, protecting them from the dangers of the open water. This shows that in nature, you don't always have to be big and tough to survive. Sometimes being small and clever is the key. Not all crabs need salt water to live. Many species have adapted to life in freshwater rivers, streams, and lakes all over the world. These freshwater crabs play an important role in their ecosystems, acting as scavengers that help keep the waterways clean. Then you have the land crabs, which are true adventurers. The coconut crab, for instance, is the largest land-living crustacean. It's so strong it can climb palm trees and use its powerful claws to crack open coconuts to eat the sweet meat inside. These crabs have adapted to breathe air, though they must return to the sea to lay their eggs. One of the most spectacular displays of crab diversity is the annual migration of the Christmas Island red crabs. Every year, millions of these bright red land crabs journey from the island's forests down to the coast to breed. The sheer number of them is incredible. They form a moving red carpet that covers roads, climbs over obstacles, and swarms the beaches. This event showcases the power of instinct and the incredible life cycles that have evolved over millennia. It's a powerful reminder that the world of crabs is full of astonishing behaviors and a breathtaking variety of species, each with its own unique story to tell. Crabs are not picky eaters, which is honestly one of the big secrets to their success. Most crabs are omnivores, meaning they eat both plants and animals. Their diet is, incredibly varied, and usually depends on what is available in their specific habitat. On the seafloor or along the shoreline, they act as the ultimate cleanup crew. They will happily munch on algae, fungi, and decaying plant matter. They also scavenge for leftover bits of dead fish or other animals that have sunk to the bottom. This makes them incredibly important recyclers in their environment, turning waste into energy and keeping their homes clean and healthy for everyone else. To find their meals, crabs use a combination of their excellent senses. Their stalked eyes are great for spotting movement, but honestly, their sense of smell and touch are even more important. Crabs have special bristles and antennae that can detect chemical signals in the water or air. This allows them to smell their way to a potential food source from a distance, whether it's a tasty morsel of decaying food or a live snail to prey upon. Once they get close, they use their sensitive legs and claws to feel around and investigate potential meals before deciding to take a bite. It's a very hands-on approach to finding dinner. Once they've found something to eat, those amazing claws come into play. As we discussed, the large crusher claw is perfect for dealing with hard-shelled food. A crab will firmly grip a snail or a mussel and apply steady pressure until the shell cracks open, revealing the soft meal inside. Then the smaller, more delicate pincer claw is used to carefully pick out the meat and guide it to the crab's mouth parts, which are a complex set of smaller appendages that shred the food before it is swallowed. It's a very efficient and specialized system that allows them to tackle a wide range of food items. But crabs aren't just scavengers. Many are also active hunters. The blue crab, famous along the Atlantic coast, is a powerful and aggressive predator. It will hunt for small fish, clams, and even other smaller crabs. Some crabs have even more specialized hunting techniques. The boxer crab, for example, carries a sea anemone in each of its claws. These anemones have stinging cells, and the crab uses them like a pair of boxing gloves for defense and to stun small prey. This incredible partnership shows just how clever and resourceful crabs can be when it comes to securing their next meal in the competitive natural world. A crab's suit of armor is fantastic for protection, but it creates a big problem: it doesn't grow. So how does a crab get bigger? Well, it has to go through a remarkable process called molting. When a crab grows too big for its shell, it will absorb some of the calcium from its old exoskeleton and start growing a new, soft and flexible shell underneath. When the time is right, the old shell splits open at the back and the crab has to painstakingly back out of it, pulling out every leg, eye stalk and antenna. This is a very dangerous time for the crab, as its new shell is soft and offers no protection. Immediately after molting, the crab is known as a soft shell crab. During this vulnerable period, which can last for a few hours to a few days, the crab will usually hide away in a burrow or under a rock to avoid predators. It will pump itself up with water to expand its new soft shell to a larger size before it begins to harden. This process is exhausting and the crab can't afford any mistakes. It's a true grow or die situation. The crab will eat its old shell to recycle the calcium and help its new armor harden faster. This incredible cycle of shedding and growing happens many times throughout a crab's life. Crabs also have fascinating ways of communicating with each other, especially when it comes to finding a mate. They don't have voices, so they use body language instead. Male fiddler crabs are a perfect example. They have one ridiculously oversized claw that they wave around in the air in a specific pattern. It's like they are sending a signal that says, "Hey, look at me, I'm big, strong and healthy." Females will watch these displays and choose the male with the most impressive claw and the most vigorous wave. It's a silent dance that is crucial for the continuation of their species. Beyond courtship, claws are also used to settle disputes. When two male crabs compete for territory, or a female, they might engage in a ritualized pushing match with their claws. Usually, they will size each other up, and the smaller crab will back down without a real fight. This avoids unnecessary injury, as a damaged claw can be a serious problem for a crab's survival. These complex behaviors show that crabs have a rich social life, full of communication, competition, and cooperation. They are far more than simple solitary creatures scurrying along the seafloor. Crabs are more than just interesting animals. They are essential engineers and custodians of their environments. Their role as scavengers is incredibly important. By cleaning up dead organic matter, they prevent the buildup of decay, which could otherwise lead to disease and poor water quality. They are the sanitation workers of the sea and shore, recycling nutrients back into the ecosystem so that other plants and animals can use them. Without crabs, many coastal and marine habitats would be much dirtier and less healthy. They are a critical link in the food web, keeping the entire system in balance. Their burrowing activities also have a huge impact. When crabs dig their homes in the mud or sand of salt marshes and mangrove forests, they are doing something called bioturbation, or stirring up the sediment. This process brings oxygen down into the soil, which is vital for the health of the plant roots. Healthy plants mean a stronger, more stable shoreline that is less prone to erosion from storms and waves. So, in their own small way, these burrowing crabs help protect our coastlines. Their daily activities create a healthier and more resilient environment for countless other species, including ourselves. Unfortunately, these vital creatures are facing serious threats from human activities. Pollution from plastics, chemicals, and oil spills can poison their habitats and contaminate their food sources. The loss of critical habitats like mangrove forests and coral reefs to coastal development means they have fewer places to live, feed, and reproduce. Overfishing is another major problem. In many parts of the world, crabs are a very popular food source for people, and catching too many of them too quickly can cause their populations to crash, which has a ripple effect throughout the entire ecosystem. The good news is that people are starting to recognize how important crabs are, and efforts are being made to protect them. This includes creating marine protected areas where fishing is limited, restoring damaged coastal habitats like mangroves and salt marshes, and passing regulations to ensure that crab harvesting is done sustainably. Public awareness campaigns, like the one that helps protect the migrating red crabs on Christmas Island by closing roads, are also making a huge difference. By understanding and respecting these marvelous sidewalkers, we can ensure that they continue to scuttle, scavenge, and support our planet's ecosystems for generations to come.